So this is section 2 for the Samba, and as we had learned in the previous section that we can have a simple share which is mounted on a machine and can be accessed, but there is an issue there. The issue is that anyone can use it. There is no user level security. So anyone who have got access to the desktop machine or any machine where it is mounted, any user can access my file system. I don't want that. I want that some specific users should be allowed to access the share based on their username and the passwords, and some should not be allowed. So this is what we are going to configure now in this Samba lab. And again, if you visit Red Hat website, you will find this is also one of their exam objectives. So number one thing, let me create certain users here. So I'm creating a user here. So I create a user here, RN, assign him a password, say Red Hat. I created one more user, Arnav, assign him a password, Red Hat. Now I'm creating one group, say sales, anything. Now I'm adding Aryan in the sales group. User mod. You know this stuff, it's very simple. Cakewalk for you. So Aryan is added. So if I check the group, you will find here Aryan is there. That's great. Now the Samba is already installed here. So I'll open my main configuration file. Same file. If you wish, you can just again any folder which I intend to create, I have to make it change the context. So let me first do this. Copy this. I create a folder, say multi user, anything, and I change the context of this to Samba underscore share underscore t, as we know. Oh, sorry, I have to write a hyphen here. Done. So if I show you, this is multi user Samba underscore share underscore t. Fair enough. Now this folder, either I can give a read write access to everyone, or I can change the group. Change group sales to multi user, and I give chmod 2775 to multi user. So that means only the root or the members of the sales group can access it. Others have only got read write. So this is the basic permission is set up. Now I can safely go and open my conf file. Need not to touch anything here. Change your work group name. So I again give it to network nuts or whatever you want. Interfaces, obviously I'll be listening onto the loopback. Host allow, I can specify here 172.25.0. the same IP range, and loopback should be there. So just give a space here. Need not to touch anything else here. Just go to the bottom. I will put up an entry for my server. So for a multi-user share, you need not to do anything different from the server perspective. Whatever changes have to be done only on the client side. So I say for sales, any name, path equal to multi-user. So I can write public no, or I can simply write say browsable yes, writable yes, and then I can give a allow the group write list is equal to @sales. So all the members of the sales group are allowed to access it. I save and come out from here. Just do a test palm to check it out. Seems good to me. Perfect. Restart the Samba. enable it, check the firewall. If the entry is not there of Samba, feel free to add it. So we had already added it, that's good for me. I can check it from my side. So I can give a SMB client -L//server0 root password. It's showing me for sales. It's coming up. I hadn't given any comments here, so that's why it is coming up blank. No issues for that. So it's a disk which is being shared. So from the server side it is done. Now comes the job on the desktop side. So number one thing, just make sure that a CIFS util package is installed. If it is not, please install it. This is installed, that's great. Now I create a mount point for it. So say MNT sales data, anything. You can choose any name. Now I will be creating a credential file. This is important. So the credential file will be containing the username and the password that is allowed to access. So in my case, it is RN. So what I do in my home directory, I create any file here. Say anything. Say I give multi-user.txt and just specify here username is equal to RN, and in another line write password is equal to Red Hat, whatever. And I have to add this password in the Samba also. So I go here, SMB password -a RN Red Hat and Arnav also, because the both need to be added. That's great. So both have got the Red Hat password and the same I had specified here. So one user has got his credentials here, username and the password mentioned here. Okay, if from here, if I try to hit it and check whether I'm able to see those shares or not, server 0, I'm getting it. So for mounting it, obviously, if you want a permanent mount, then you need to have an entry in the fstep file, and my credentials are stored in multi-user.txt file. So what you need to do, and the share name is for sales. So I just open my HCFS tab, go to the bottom //server0, whatever the name is, for sales is the share name. I'm mounting it under MNT. I forgot the name of the folder. This is sales data. So I open it here under MNT. It is sales data, right? The file system is CIFS. We had already talked about the CIFS benefits. Credentials, this is something new. Credentials, and then you have to specify the path of your file. So it is under root multi-user.txt, comma multi-user, because I want to use this facility, and comma security is equal to NTLM. Rest is 00. You know this stuff. You have to write this. And let me try doing it, mount all. So it is done here, but it will be done with a minimal permissions. So it is activated here. So if I try to switch to RN, oh sorry, I have to create the user here also. So this user, I'll check it out. I think the user must be there, otherwise I will create it, no problem. Okay, I'll create it, user add RN, password RN Red Hat. I'll create both the users here. User add Arnav, password Arnav Red Hat. Now it will work. Okay, we had created the user on the servers, but we forgot to make it on the client. Now if I do a su of rn, I'm rn now. Now if I see a df-h, it is visible, and if I try to move inside this, I am able to go inside it. If I try to create a file, permission denied. Okay, no problem. Now I authenticate myself with the credential file. So just give a command here, cifs creds add server 0, whatever server is, specify the password. Now if I go inside mnt sales data and I repeat the command, let me see what happened. Now I am able to do it because you have just validated yourself, or you had authenticate yourselves with the credentials of RN. So by default, whenever you log in without any username, you will be given the minimal permissions. So if I go here and if I check the folder here, you'll find the file coming up here. And because of the SGID bit, the group is automatically changed. So this is how you do it. Now, if I exit from RN and I try to get it with Arnav, the Arnav, remember, is not a part of the sales. So if he will see it, he will also see the things. But because as it is multi-user, it is not a simple mount that anybody will have the access. He cannot do anything. See here. So he cannot do anything because he don't have the permission here. If you check it here, if I go to slash and show it to you, only the sales guys have got. This has got nothing to do with it. So, and if he tries to get the credentials, but he don't have the, he give the same command because he know the command. He is able to see now as he is authenticated, and but let us check it out. Permission denied. So because his credentials are not matching, he is logged in as Arnav, but he's trying to get himself authenticated from Samba with RN. So this is how you can control the user level permissions or multi-user share with different permissions on Samba. So this is a very important topic from examination perspective also, as per Red Hat website. So this is it, and in next session we will be talking about the simple administrative tasks regarding MariaDB, the database. So I'll see you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.